The Legend of Theseus and the Minotaur, a road trip tale. Chapter 1. The Departure. Once upon a time, in a sprawling city, where skyscrapers kissed the sky and highways stretched to the horizon, there was a young man named Theseus. He was a dreamer, yearning for adventure beyond the humdrum life of his suburban existence. One fateful summer, his chance came. News reached Theseus of a mysterious, desolate town named Crete, known for its eerie maze-like roads and the dark legends that surrounded it. At the heart of these legends was the Minotaur, a fearsome figure said to haunt the labyrinthine streets, causing mischief and mayhem for anyone who dared to enter. Theseus packed his old, reliable VW van, Artemis, with supplies, snacks, maps, a few good books, and a mixtape his best friend Ariadne had made. She handed it to him with a smirk, for when you need a soundtrack to your heroic exploits. With a final hug, Theseus set off, determined to uncover the truth behind the myth and perhaps find himself along the way. Chapter 2. The journey begins. The open road was intoxicating. Endless miles of asphalt, the wind in his hair, and the thrum of Artemis' engine provided a sense of freedom Theseus had never known. Each town he passed through had its own story, but all roads pointed toward Crete. Along the way, he encountered a cast of eclectic characters, an old man who spoke in riddles, a group of bikers who called themselves the Sons of Minos, and a wisecracking hitchhiker named Daedalus who claimed to have built the roads of Crete. Daedalus, with his wild hair and even wilder stories, became Theseus' companion. He spoke of the Minotaur not as a beast, but as a man named Asterion, trapped by circumstance and cursed by misunderstanding. The more Theseus listened, the more he realized this trip was about more than just an urban legend. It was about facing fears, understanding the unknown, and finding truth in a world of half-told tales. Chapter 3. Into the Labyrinth. As they neared Crete, the roads twisted and turned, becoming increasingly complex. Signs were scarce, and the landscape seemed to shift with each passing mile. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows that made the labyrinth of roads even more disorienting. With Daedalus as his navigator, and Ariadne's mixtape providing an eerie yet comforting soundtrack, Theseus pressed on. The town of Crete was a ghost town. Abandoned buildings, flickering streetlights, and an unsettling silence greeted them. At the center of the town was the infamous labyrinth, a maze of streets, alleys, and dead ends that had confounded and ensnared many. With a deep breath, Theseus drove Artemis into the heart of the maze. Chapter 4. The Minotaur. Navigating the labyrinth was a test of patience and resolve. Hours felt like days as Theseus and Daedalus deciphered the twists and turns. Just when hope seemed lost, they stumbled upon a secluded courtyard bathed in the glow of the moon. There, in the center, stood Asterion, the Minotaur. He was not the monster of legend, but a man with a haunted look in his eyes, carrying the weight of the stories spun around him. Theseus approached cautiously, empathy guiding his steps. Through a long conversation under the stars, Asterion revealed his tale. He had been the town's protector, misunderstood and vilified. The labyrinth was his prison, a place he was bound to until someone saw him for who he truly was. Chapter 5. The Return. With a newfound understanding, Theseus, Daedalus, and Asterion devised a plan. They mapped out the labyrinth's true path and, at dawn, led the way out. As the first light of morning touched the horizon, the labyrinth's curse lifted. The town of Crete began to stir, its streets awakening with life once more. Theseus returned home a hero, not for slaying a monster, but for unraveling the truth. He shared his journey, the people he met, and the lessons learned. The legend of the Minotaur became a story of redemption and understanding, a testament to the power of seeing beyond the surface. And so, Theseus' road trip became legendary, a tale told around campfires and dinner tables, inspiring others to seek their own truths and embark on their own adventures.
Greetings, esteemed adventurers and cosmic wonders. Today, as we stand at the crossroads of fantasy and science fiction, we invite you to partake in a noble quest. But before we embark on this enchanting journey, let us harness the power that lies at your fingertips. Like, subscribe, comment, and share buttons. These seemingly ordinary buttons hold the key to extraordinary feats. Behold the like button, a mere tap, yet a formidable spell of approval upon our content. Your likes are the elixirs that fortify our spirit and propel our channel to greater heights. Next, the subscribe button, a mystical key that unlocks the gates to our fantastical world. By subscribing, you become a revered member of our fellowship, ensuring you never miss a moment of our magical saga. Now enter the comment section, your personal parchment to inscribe your thoughts, feelings, and magical incantations. Your comments are the echoes of wisdom resonating through the enchanted forest of our community. And behold the share button, a celestial artifact that scatters the magic far and wide. Share the joy with fellow adventurers and cosmic wayfarers, so they too may join our noble quest. Ready yourselves, noble viewers, for the quest awaits. Wield your magical powers, like, subscribe, comment, and share. Together, let us forge this channel into a sanctuary of fantasy and a haven for science fiction aficionados. Gratitude, dear patrons, for being integral to our mystical sojourn. Until our paths converge once more, may your days be adorned with enchantment and your nights be filled with stardust. This is Ryan Baker, bidding you farewell from Fantasy, Science Fiction, Storynory. Remember to spread the magic.